All right, looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, and welcome to my afternoon review here of the index. And the stock market today was kind of a dull day. We're waiting for Microsoft earnings. By the way, this is my disclaimer. Don't do as I say, do as you want to do. Nobody listens to me anyway, so I do not recommend to buy, sell, or hold equity, stocks, whatever. You're big boys and girls, so you're going to do what you're going to do anyway. Anyway, I want to do this within 10 minutes. So I got to make my goal here today. I'm going to go kind of quick. You can see the NASDAQ is 1.8% below that declining, downtrending 200 simple moving average. So we need to bust through there. And after the Microsoft earnings tonight, it's lifting here. It's up 4% after hours. So I have good feelings about the market tomorrow, at least the NASDAQ here in the QQQs. Here's Amazon up 3-something%, and Apple, part of the FANG cohort, a big part of the Qs here, and all the indexes actually, and it's up after hours. So I have hope that tomorrow the NASDAQ can do its thing with the FANG helping and get through its 200 as the Dow has done, and the IWM, and the NASDAQ is the laggard because it was down so much in 2022. It's got a lot of ground to make up. You could see the S&P 500 has rallied through its 200, so that's looking strong. I don't know why. There was a glitch today in the market. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Anyway, here's XBI. This is I got to show the weekly on this because I've been talking about it for a long time, because the COVID top there was in February, had this huge sell-off, made the waterfall and the fish hook on the rebound, but nobody was biting, and it just went sideways for a long time. I've been waiting for this thing to break out since last summer, and you can see it's just been going sideways, and now it's forming this nice cup with handle pattern here. You can see pattern rec picking it up at what was it, 89, 80, whatever, 95.17. To me, I mean, this is showing a lot of strength, and I like the way this thing's behaving, put it that way. And I would not wait. I'm not going to wait to 95.17. Anyway, I believe the biotech semiconductors are showing the ability to lead this market higher. Here's TGTX. Yeah, I know it's a small 2 billion market cap company. They're launching a new drug here pretty soon. This thing got an upgrade today and just ramped 14%, and pretty nice with added volume there. That's a real nice looking day for TG Therapeutics. AMLX is another one that's going to launch a new drug, and you never know how these new drugs are going to be received. I do know that TGTX has a superior product at a lower price, and the insurance is covering it for MLS. So I like that one better, not MLS, multiple sclerosis. This is the ALS drug that AMLX has, and I don't know how this is going to be received. It's a lot more expensive, and you just don't know how management's going to handle the launch. So it takes a lot of coordination and execution by a management team to have a successful drug launch. And there's a lot to it, a lot of moving parts. This is a catalyst. I had to do a revenge trade today because I told you I sold for a loss yesterday, and I saw this thing. Hey, if I liked it at 20, I should like it at 15. So I did a little day trade there and got a couple pennies back. And no big deal. It's just a little inside day today, which it couldn't help with that bar being with a 29% drop yesterday from 1841 to 1330. That's quite a daily range for the CPRX. PLRX, this one gapped higher Monday morning. Somebody asked me, should I buy it? It's chasing it. It was like 45 in pre-market. I said, no, wait. And it came down to what, 30, 29, something. And what happens today? So if you just would have waited, and today it just ramped and closed near the high of the day, in the closing range, 88% of the daily range. So that's why you wait. You got to be patient. But I'm always interested in stocks that, ramp up 34% with, 1,800% above average daily volume. So just got to be patient, wait your turn, keep your bat on your shoulder, wait for the fat pitch, and then knock a home run. RVNC is another one here. Why did I put this? Oh yeah, made a new high yesterday, just pulled back today. Nice inside day today. So it's just a lot of biotech stocks acting well. I could do this all day, but I'm not going to. I'm going to move on to the semiconductors because I mentioned the semis could lead. Here's ACLS. You know, it was pretty boring day today in the Nasdaq. This thing managed to eke out a gain, but it's just another inside day, allowing the moving averages to catch up. Little sideways action wouldn't bother me, but it went through 100 like you know what, through a goose. And I thought it was going to have trouble here when it pulled back to its 10 and then just ramped higher. So that one looks good. AEHR, another one, well, made a new high today and then pulled back a little bit. But this one's showing incredible strength. You can see the moving averages trending higher. What was the other one? I had RMBS. You know, there's a lot of them here that I could show, but I'm not going to. This one made another new high today and just kind of pulled back a little bit. It's got to allow the moving averages to catch up. But I do like the semiconductors, and I move on because I need to make my goal today. ELF, I was worried about this one. It was sold off in 3 days here, a little waterfall action. And then it kind of took a long time just to get back up to it 50 and it stalled. But today it rallied above it and it closed, you know, almost 2% above its 50. So that's good action for ELF Beauty. ULTA was another one in the retail space. It made a new high today. Yeah, so ULTA looks good. Yeah, I like the retail space. I consider Celsius in the retail space. You can see the pattern here, this nice consolidation and the pullback. This one has a bid from Pepsi. I think, you know, it's really expensive stock, but it's given the benefit of the doubt because Pepsi's supporting this one. What was the other one that I was, oh, Starbucks. Yeah, the big retail coffee house. And this one, you know, is nice consolidation here on the pullback. They have earnings February 2nd, but another stock that I like. I don't like their coffee, but I like the stock. Here's the machinery group, construction. This is TREX. This one you can see the consolidation made a new high today, trying to push away from this this base here. And if you look at the weekly, you can see this thing's I had a nice consolidation, you know, pull back and now moving higher. I really like this group. Caterpillar's another one. You know, with the infrastructure bill and, you know, I don't go, you know, macro or big thinking, you know, it's just, I'm looking at the stock and it's going higher and probably going to be helped by some government spending, I would imagine. But CAT looks good. FLR, Fluor Company, you know, this one made another new high today. You can see the consolidation looks a lot like TREX, and PWR is another one, Quanta Services. And if you just look at the weekly, these things have been real solid for a long time. Hello, that's pretty nice, you know, from what 23 up to a 150. That's a nice nice return. Anyway, I'm going to go to a couple of random stocks. I just want to go. I'm going to try to make my 10 minutes today. This is Uber, and it got caught in that glitch. Somebody texted me like, hey, this thing's way down. What happened? It was just a glitch, but you can see this bar is going to skew the data for a little bit. Made a high of 34.90 and a low of 25.71. That's quite a daily range, but I still like Uber, and I just wanted to settle down here. ONON, this shoe company is another one that I like, just kind of forming a base here, consolidating, biding its time. This is a stage 1 base, so there's another one that I definitely want to watch, and I want to get those shoes too. I see them at the gym and they look nice. This is Transmedics TMDX. It's one of my top 10 stocks for 2023, as well as half of them that I mentioned today. Anyway, it made a new high. That's why it's on the list today. It made a new high. This is doing really well. And I learned about this stock from Jonah Lupton Capital, I believe. And thank you, Jonah. This has really done well. Flex is another one. I like this group. This is a Sanmina Jabil group. And it did make a new high today, but it's, you can see how it's, you know, pulling away and the moving averages are just trending higher. Plexus is another one in this group. I kind of like this one here, and it's pushing away from its base. They have earnings tomorrow after the market closes. So we're going to have to watch that one. And the last one is VLO, and it had this big glitch today. Valero, the oil and gas refiner. I wasn't going to show many oil and gas stocks, but I had to show this. I like the setup. I do not like this bar here. You know, 160, the high, 125, the low. Anyway, it was a glitch. Today was a glitch, and we never give up.